Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to one of the biggest embarrassments of this year. I mean, we're not even at the end of this game, and it has just been nothing but brutal. The score currently at the end of the third quarter is 3-34 Utah. Now, my prediction was Utah would win this, but I thought it'd be defensive, close, because our team looks pretty good against Washington State. You know, we've been bouncing back. We played good against Washington. Just to travel into Utah, and I mean, this has been one of the worst games I have ever seen. And now let me just say, I'm able to look at this and be like, yeah, ASU's playing like dog shit. Do not get me wrong, but trust that I have watched this game from pretty much start to midway third quarter, and this game has had a lot of heaping bullshit in it. I obviously it's very difficult to explain it. And since the game hasn't necessarily been posted yet, since it's not over, I can't really show any video or anything, or did what I did last time with pictures. But y'all, there's been some of the most complete, utter, most ridiculous penalties and no calls this world has ever seen. I mean, truly just ridiculous. On top of that, ASU's down to their fourth string quarterback to the point where we're not even using our quarterback. We are using our running back as the quarterback. And let's just say he delivers a dime down the field, which is caught by one hand by our Texas transfer receiver, just for it to get called back on offensive pass interference because the Utah player fell down on his own. And since there was a little bit of touching because it's football, it gets thrown on him. That was just one of the most BS penalties I've ever seen, but I'm not even going to necessarily focus on the BS this game. I'm not going to try and defend ASU in this unless it just gets so out of this world unbelievable. The game's over. The game's over. It's whatever. Let's go ahead and go over the stats of this game. So we currently have ASU. They've got 5 first downs. They're 1 for 12 on third down efficiency, 1 for 2 on fourth down efficiency. They have 62 total yards at the end of the third quarter. They have 56 yards of penalties and a pick. Utah has 22 first downs. They're 7 for 11 on third down efficiency. They have 378 total yards of offense, 35 yards of penalties, and no turnovers. I mean, if we're being honest, Utah's got a lot of yards and whatnot, but they're not even playing like the best football. Let's be real. I mean, 378 yards sounds like a lot, but it's all rushing. The passing game has been very, very limited. I mean, 139 yards is still pretty good, but considering how they have passed the ball and how it's worked out, I mean, this Utah offense, this game is a whole load of fraudulency. It's a great look for Utah and a terrible look for ASU. And to be honest, I think it's just terrible for both teams. This game, honestly, both ways has been unbearable to watch just because of how much Utah's been handing the ball off, QB draws. I mean, throwing the ball has been limited. They had one good pass by Bryson Barnes to the touchdown where it was like a moss catch, but that was the only good pass I've seen. The rest have been like misdirection. I mean, this game has truly just been, I'd say, boring, embarrassing, 1,000%. And honestly, I mean, let's go back to the more bullshit side of things. ASU could not have been more like they get a good win against Washington State. It looks like they've got some life in them. You know, they play an impressive game against a 4-3, 4-4 team or something like that. Impressive game. We get our second win of the year. Things are looking good. Just for our starting quarterback, our running back, and more offensive linemen to be ruled out for the game. Well, our starting quarterback got hurt on his first drive of the game. And then he came back in, and then he got hurt and now he's out. So we are on to our fourth string quarterback, and I'm listening to the announcers, and I just have my hands in my face, or my face in my hands. I don't know. I don't care. Because they're like, well, Jalen Conyers, who, keep in mind, is our tight end, played quarterback in high school. I'm like, there's no way we are about to put our tight end at quarterback right now. I mean, truly, say what you want about ASU. You've got every right. We could not have been more screwed over this year. I mean, this year has truly just been the most, like, unbearable thing to watch. I'm just happy we have 2 wins because I honestly don't see another one on the schedule. It's like you get hope for ASU, and then it all just falls on its face. The story of the year has been injuries. If the game, you know what, if I get mad enough, I'll make another Pac-12 officiating because, y'all, I mean, there are some play calls in this where, like, seriously, they top every play call I said in the Washington ASU game. They top it. But that's all I'm going to say for this one. I mean, this is just an embarrassment. Say what you want, laugh at me. It's deserved. I'm just so done. It's so terrible. And yeah, that's all for this video. Like and subscribe would help. A comment always helps, and that's all for me. Adios.